Hi, I'm Belinda, and this is my journey from anemia to health. So maybe about a month ago now, I was diagnosed with severe anemia, and that's when you don't have enough red blood cells in your blood, and it makes you quite tired and drained and no energy, and also can be like short of breath, and really quite low as well. So that's how I was feeling, and I've been on a little bit of a journey this last couple of weeks. I did lots of research into how can I actually absorb the iron that I'm taking in from the food that I'm eating, and also the iron supplements. And one thing is, I found a really good iron supplement that I'm taking, and it's liquid iron. So it's called Spartone liquid iron sachet. You just rip the top off, drink it on an empty stomach, one each morning, and this one has like a apple flavour to it, so it actually tastes really quite nice. That I feel has really been helping because it's liquid iron. It just gets into my cells and body straight away, so it's easier to absorb, and that's what's proving one of the difficulties for me, is actually absorbing the iron that I'm taking in. So I'm thinking, okay, let's try this liquid iron and see how well it's doing. So far, very good. I've been taking it for a little while now, maybe consistently every day for 2 weeks, and my energy levels have risen. But that's not to say that I think my energy levels would have risen just with that. So what I've done, I said last time that I'd found through my research about how to have full health and how to encourage my iron absorption and red blood cells to be higher, so that I don't have very low energy levels. And what can I do to help myself? And I found this book, I mentioned it last time, called The Plant Paradox. An American doctor has written it, and it's great. So I've read it now, and I've gone through it, and it's basically saying that it's lectins, the lectins, which is like the sticky protein in plants, that are causing a problem with people like me, who seem to be quite sensitive to lectins. It's a really good book, really good read, makes total sense. It's resonated a lot with me. So I really like Dr. Stephen Gundry. I like his theory about lectins, and about the fact that they might actually be causing me a problem, and being too much for my body. So for example, there are high lectin foods like bread, so grains are high lectin foods, and they can be causing too much of a problem for my digestive system, that takes so much energy to digest anything, and then also causing little holes to form in my intestines, and for the toxins in the food to leak out into my system, and then causing my system to be more toxic. So again, adding to the anemia, making me quite tired. So this is very helpful, very good news for me. It's called leaky gut, and I know that I've had it before, but now I've got something that I can help myself with. So a diet, and when I mean a diet, it's like a way of life, eating, that can help me. So to help plug up the holes and then prevent this from happening again, and also helping the absorption of iron from foods, and helping my anemia in that way as well. So I'm very happy about this. It's quite new to me. I've only really just been doing it for maybe about a week or two now, and in the Plant Paradox book he basically talks about a 3-stage process. So a 3-day initial phase 1 diet that's very restrictive, and then a 2nd stage, and then a 3rd stage. And I agree with his theory, but I'm not that keen on maybe all of his recipes. So instead of doing his phase 1, I did my own phase 1, following his theory guidance, and decided that I was going to do a green juice diet for 3 days. That worked really well. I've done juicing before, and so I'm quite familiar, my body's familiar with it, and I'm a really big fan of juicing. If you haven't tried juicing, then get on the green juices. They're really, really good for us. I'm not talking about like high fruit, sugar content juices. I'm talking about green juices. So things like spinach, kale, cucumber, celery, all of those great green juices that give us a lot of vitamins and minerals and flush our systems. So that 3 days I felt great, really good, and I wasn't hungry. I had plenty, so like about a pint for my breakfast, a pint for lunch, and a pint for dinner, and in between I had plenty of water and herbal teas, and that's all I had. And for the 3 days I actually really enjoyed it. Felt a lot better, felt I had more energy. Oh, and I did take my liquid iron as well with the juices, the green juices, and it was great. So now I'm in my 2nd phase, which is more of getting used to what I can't eat. So I do find that things like grains are a big no-no for me, and that's wheat, so pasta and bread. I've kind of struggled with them for a while anyway, so I'm sort of okay. I'm okay with that. And what he does say in the book is that don't go for the gluten-free alternatives either, because corn, so maize, is also a really problematic substance, and I've found that in the past when I've gone for gluten-free things, that they're still not right for me. So what I have been eating are things like sweet potatoes, spinach. I've been having a lot of salads, olives, and no dairy, apart from a little bit of goat's cheese, good quality goat's cheese, but a little bit every now and again. I've really cut back on the seeds and the nuts that I used to eat, thinking that they were healthy, and actually there's a lot of the seeds and nuts that I used to eat are high lectin foods. So now I'm choosing low lectin options. macadamia nuts are low lectin, so that's great. Peanuts are high lectin, so stay away from the peanuts, Belinda. And that's what I've been doing. And okay, it's a little bit difficult, but I've been feeling a lot better, so that's really good news for me. And I'm just going to continue, and I'm even starting to think maybe I should write down my diet, the one that I've come up with, the one that suits me best, and if I can help anybody else with the diet that I'm following, then maybe that would be a good thing as well. So at the moment I'm really feeling okay, and I'm feeling very hopeful and very grateful that I found this book, The Plant Paradox. Very grateful for the liquid iron to be absorbed within my body very quickly. I'm looking forward to getting into a habit. And one thing I really did do, I realized I had to cut out sugar. So I've not been drinking alcohol, and no sugar. So when I say no sugar, definitely no processed sugar, and then a little bit of maybe the odd dessert once a week made with some coconut sugar, something like that. And so far I'm good. So that's me, a little bit of a long video, but just catching up with you. And yeah, so I will report back in about a week and let you know how I've been getting on. Okay, so thank you very much, and this is Belinda, me, on my journey from anemia to health. Full health, yes. Thank you for watching, bye!